All right, let's dive into what is, seriously, one of the cleverest pieces of biological engineering out there, the conjugate vaccine. This is more than just fighting germs, it's a story about a brilliant trick, a way we actually teach our own immune system to outsmart an enemy that's hiding in plain sight.
I mean, think about it for a second. What if a vaccine was so smart, it didn't just show your body a mugshot of a germ? What if it could actually teach your immune system how to see right through the camouflage that some of the most dangerous bacteria use? Well, that's exactly the core idea we're gonna unpack.
But, to really appreciate how genius the solution is, we gotta understand the problem first. Some of the nastiest bacteria out there have this kind of shield, this disguise, that makes them super tricky for certain immune systems to handle. So let's meet the villain of our story, the polysaccharide antigen. The easiest way to think of it is as a slippery, sugary coat that these bacteria wear. Now, for an adult's immune system, it's a challenge, sure, but for a baby's immune system, which is still learning the ropes, this sugary coat is practically an invisibility cloak. It just doesn't set off the alarm bells. And this right here is the whole problem. Because an infant's immune system can't get a good grip on this weak, sugary thing, it can't build a strong, lasting defense. This leaves them incredibly vulnerable to really serious diseases like meningitis and pneumonia, which, of course, use this exact disguise. Clearly, a new strategy was needed. So how do you make an immune system notice something it's basically designed to ignore? Well, you don't just show it the threat again and again. Instead, you attach that threat to something it absolutely cannot miss. And that brings us to the tow truck solution. Okay, check this out. On the left, you've got the old problem, the sugary coat all by itself. The immune response it gets is what scientists call T-independent. Basically, it's weak, it's short-lived, and it creates no memory because it doesn't call in the big guns, the T cells. But on the right, whoa, total game changer. By linking that same sugary coat to a big, powerful protein, the whole thing becomes T-dependent. It forces those T cells to get involved, and that triggers a massive, powerful response. And this brilliant move, this clever linking process, it's called conjugation. It's a simple word for a revolutionary idea. You literally chemically bolt the weak sugary disguise onto a strong protein carrier that the immune system already knows and takes very, very seriously. It's like putting a giant flashing neon sign on the bad guy. This is my favorite way to picture it, and it makes so much sense. That weak sugary part, the polysaccharide, it's like a car engine. It's the important bit, but right now, it's stalled on the side of the road, especially in a baby's immune system. The strong protein, that's the tow truck. It hooks right onto that engine and hauls it directly to the immune system's master mechanics, the T cells, who can then take it apart, learn how it works, and get ready for any future invasions. And listen, we're not talking about just any old tow trucks. Scientists use these heavy-duty, top-of-the-line proteins that the immune system already recognizes, things like tetanus toxoid or diphtheria toxoid. These are proteins that command immediate attention. When the immune system sees them, it sits up and pays attention. All right, the hook is set. The engine is on the tow truck. So what happens next? Let's follow that tow truck and see exactly how this incredible immune system team-up goes down to build a really powerful defense. It's not just a brute force thing. It's this elegant, almost perfectly choreographed process. It's like a 5-step dance, really. It all starts with the vaccine getting swallowed up by a scout cell. Then the tow truck part gets shown off. The master mechanics get called in, they give orders to the antibody factories, and bam, a powerful defense is built. Let's break it down. First up, step 1, the immune system scout patrol. These are called antigen-presenting cells, or APCs for short. They spot this weird-looking molecule, the sugary coat attached to the protein, and they do what they do best. They swallow it whole. It's time to figure out what this thing is. Okay, now for step 2, and this is where the magic really starts. Inside that APC, the vaccine gets broken down. And this is the genius part, the APC doesn't present the sugary disguise. Nope, it takes a piece of the tow truck, that strong protein, and waves it around on its surface like a giant red flag, basically screaming, "Hey, management, get over here now." And guess what? That flag gets noticed, big time. Step 3, the generals of the immune army, the T helper cells arrive on the scene. They see that piece of the tow truck, lock onto it, and boom, they're activated. They are officially online and ready to run the show. Now this is the moment it all comes together. Step 4. While this is all going on, another immune cell, a B cell. Think of it as an antibody factory, has already found and grabbed onto the sugary disguise part of the vaccine. So it knows the target, but it's just sitting there, waiting for the official go order. And where does that order come from? You guessed it, from that T cell that just got activated. This handshake, this T cell help, that's everything. It is the secret sauce of the whole operation. It's the link that was missing before, and it's what transforms a weak, forgettable little response into an all-out, powerful assault that actually builds long-term memory.
So that's the how. It's an amazing process, right? But what about the so what? I mean, what's the end result of all this clever teamwork? Let's talk about the payoff, because it's huge.
Well, it really all boils down to two huge wins. First, you get the production of these top-tier, heavy-hitting antibodies called IgG. Think of them as the Navy SEALs of your immune system. And second, you create a long-lasting army of memory B cells, veteran soldiers, that will remember that enemy's disguise for years, sometimes even for life.
And when you put it all together, the list of advantages is just incredible. They work in infants, which was the whole point to begin with. They create real immunologic memory. They actually get even stronger with booster shots. And, get this, they can even reduce how much of the bacteria a person carries around in their nose and throat, which helps protect the entire community. That's herd immunity in action.
And you know, this isn't just some cool theory you find in a textbook. This incredible tow truck technology is a real-world hero used every single day to save lives all over the planet. In fact, I guarantee you've heard of some of these. The pneumococcal vaccine, PCV13, that protects against pneumonia, the vaccines for meningitis, and of course the big one, the hive vaccine, which has virtually eliminated a major cause of infant meningitis in many countries. Yep, all of them are conjugate vaccines. They all use this exact same brilliant trick. Now, of course, no technology is a silver bullet for everything. While the advantages are obviously profound, there are challenges. The manufacturing process is really complex and precise, which, makes these vaccines more costly to produce. And of course, their scope is limited to those specific bacteria that use that sugary coat disguise.
So let's end with this thought. The core idea here, the real breakthrough, is making the invisible visible to our immune system. If we can use this tow truck method to unmask bacteria, what other targets could we use it for? What other diseases are just hiding in plain sight, waiting for us to figure out the right tow truck to drag them out into the spotlight? It's a powerful concept, and its future is definitely still being written.